My guys, welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to another video, man. Today, you already seen the title. Today, I'm gonna be showing y'all one of the best defenses so far in Madden 24, man. It's gonna be out of the 3-4 odd, and as y'all know, 3-4 odd used to dominate Madden. And even last year and the year before, I've seen a lot of people use 3-4 odd, and it still worked to a great extent. And like I said, to an extent, this year I feel like you can use it in a lot of different scenarios. You can use it against trips, you can use it against tight. If you know what you're doing, there's gonna be a lot of different ways to use this. And even when I was about to make this video, I'm like, you know, look how they gave me a flag right here on this beautiful pick six. Look at that beautiful. Look at that pitch. Get them boys up out of there. But like I was saying, you can use it against a lot of different defenses. I felt like last year you couldn't use it that well against tight and against trips, against a lot of gun sets. But this year, I think it's going to be a really good defense. I've seen a couple people using it. And like I said, I just wanted to put together a compilation video of y'all of me using this defense, because I can't show y'all exactly what to do on every single play when y'all take this defense for yourselves. Like, I just want to show y'all I'm using it in a lot of different ways depending on who I'm playing against and depending on the down and distance. You know what I'm saying? Look at me right here, put my nuts on Aaron Rodgers' neck. But like I said, bro, I've been using this defense for the past like 11 games. Y'all see I'm 16-0. It's been beautiful. Just pay attention to the video, man, because it's gonna be a lot of different ways we're gonna get into it. I ain't gonna waste y'all time no more. Let's hop right into it, man. Alright, so we are in the multiple D playbook. There's a lot of different playbooks you can run 3-4 out of. That's just what I like. They have dollar, and they also have a nickel look that I like a lot. And you know, before anything, you want to make sure you put your subs in whoever you want at any position. My two middle linebackers that's going to be in the middle of the field is going to be Kenneth Murray and also going to be 85 overall Eric Hendricks. Two great linebackers to have in the middle of the field. You can use other teams such as the Niners. They have good linebackers. And when MUT really gets going, you can see different linebackers like Isaiah Simmons, Ted Hendricks, all those great linebackers are going to be on MUT. This is going to be an excellent scheme. For my coaching adjustments, I'm not really a big coach adjustment kind of guy. Like, I don't really do anything to my curl drops. I never do in the past like 2 years. I keep them on default. That's just how I am, because it depends on the down and distance if I'm going to switch it. So let's say if I got a 3rd and 17, then I'm probably going to cut my curl flats to 20 yards. That's just situational to me. Or I just simply make them play the sticks when I do my pre-snap adjustments. But the 4 plays we're going to be looking at mainly is going to be this cover for a drop right here, and this blitz play pinch buck and cover 4 quarters. Now also, since we have a cover 4 quarters, you can actually go into match. That's mainly why I have the cover 4 quarters out there, because match coverage. But I'm just not a match coverage kind of guy, like for real. So I'm not going to go that deep into it. But if you know how to play match, that will also help out a lot. I'm just not a match coverage kind of guy. But we're going to get straight into it, man. The first play we're going to go over is this pinch buck O. And we are going to go against a tight look and tight offset. Now, it's not really many adjustments pre-snap that you have to do. I'm already on base alignment, and I already have my auto flip off. Those are the two main things I like. I just showed y'all that before. I don't like the auto flip at all. And you line up in base because they're going to come out the same way every single time. So the defense is going to look the exact same every single time. If you leave them on default or man, it's going to look different every single time. But running pinch buck right here, the first thing I would do, you see I'm on my user right here. My assignment is the running back. I'm going to press RB or R1 if you PlayStation. You see right there with the left stick, if I hit down, I can pinch my entire defense. Now everybody's inside the box and everything is pretty cutter. I mean, with this form right here, there's no way you're going to be able to run the ball. I mean, there's literally no way. You're going to have to do an amazing outside run with amazing blocking, because everything's in the middle, bro. We're going to get there immediately. A lot of times I like the QB contain just to make sure, you know, somebody like Josh Allen can't get out the pocket, and the blitz usually comes in a lot better when I QB contain. But just calling it, this is what it's going to look like. You see we got a free rusher every single time. I mean, that's literally what it's going to look like every single time after running stock. So I can run that stock a lot and get a lot of pressure, but when you play against, you know, more advanced opponents, they're going to catch on to what you're doing. You can't run the same thing over and over. So I would do the same thing, you know, still pinch my defense just to show you know, a good look. And we also filling up a lot of run holes, so he can't get me with an inside zone or a quick base. One simple adjustment I make is I just might put my left outside linebacker on a curl flat, as you can see, and that's just in case, you know, in these compressed hits, people like to do a lot of slants. They like to do a lot of quick reads because it's so compressed. You want to get the ball out fast against a heavy blitz. Dawson Nice might be on a slant, and I'm gonna be playing in the middle of the field, even though I'm hovering around trying to mess up the offensive line adjustments. I'm a QB contain, and we still got 5 people rushing, and we're bluffing like 6 are rushing, so we still gonna get a lot of pressure. You see we got the quarterback neck right there. Now Stephon Diggs is open, but you're gonna have to make the reads pretty fast. You're gonna have to make your reads fast against a defense like this, especially when you compressed in a tight set like this. I'm gonna do the same thing, press RB, pinch my defense, and this time I'm gonna do something really different. What I like to do a lot of times is I like to bluff a lot of my defenses. So like right here, I'm gonna put X on a deep zone. I'm gonna put my left outside linebacker on a curl flat, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop my middle linebacker into a middle third. Now we only sending 4, so we're not gonna get to that fast, but that is okay. We still sending 4, and I'm bluffing like I'm sending 5, so the offensive line adjustments will be messed up, so that rush will get a little bit better. So I got a cover 3 on the left side of the field, and I got man coverage on the right side of the field, and that's gonna confuse your opponent so much by just mixing in different things. In that compilation I showed in the beginning, I ran this set a lot. I even paused it in the middle to show y'all the set that I was running, and this is excellent right here. I mean, let's say let's say we're not running PSI seams again. You could be running bench, and we know on the left side of the field nothing's going to really be open for you when you're running bench, and we got that middle zone in the middle of the field, so you're not going to be able to just streak up the middle with the unmanned up wide receiver. He's going to play it. So for instance, even if we did streak him up the field, I'm going to show y'all how that linebacker and that corner is still going to play it really well. And we got man coverage on the right side of the field, so I just know I got to watch over on that right side of the field. I'm not really worried about the left side. And once he hikes it, you know, I'm just watching, and it's beautiful, bro. We still have a really good rush inside. Still can get to the quarterback without even rushing that many people. It's a very simple defense. I'm not making any crazy adjustments pre-snap. I'm not going crazy like I would be in like a dollar. I feel like dollar is probably one of the most complicated defenses to run. All I'm doing pre-snap is pinching my defense because I just like to get in. I like to fill up the run holes a lot. I like to show that you have one option, pass the ball. And I'm gonna run my set again. Cover 3 on the left side. We got a man coverage on the right side of the field. I'm bluffing like I'm blitzing. I'm a QB contained because I feel like the rush gets in a lot better, and I don't want Josh Allen getting out the pockets. And also, your assignment is the running back. So if he sends that running back out there for a quick read, you know you got to be out there. But a lot of times, if he's not blocking, then that's an easy QB pressure to get, and he's going to have to make a dumb decision eventually. So we're going to call this double slant real quick. You see I'm running to the running back, boom, and I'm also watching Stefon Diggs at the same time. So right here, as you can see, I'm actually playing Dalvin Cook, but right here, I actually bump him just because I'm looking at the quarterback, and it's a tutorial, so I'm not really looking that hard. I'm not sweating. But I'm in the vicinity of, I'm going to be in the vicinity of this Dalvin Cook wheel, and I'm also playing Stefon Diggs. So either one he throws it to, I'm going to be there. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do a double slant. I got a cover 3 on the left side of the field, and I'm playing straight up man coverage on the right side. And I'm gonna switch that up a lot of times too. I'm not gonna just straight go cover 3 on the left side and man coverage on the right. I'm gonna switch it up depending on my opponent. So I might just go straight into a zone like this, put everybody out there like that. But for right now, I'm gonna just leave them 2 manned up because that's just what I like to do right now. And we're gonna call it. You see I'm playing James Cook really well, and boom, boom. Now understand this defense is like this is probably the most vital thing I want to say about this, bro. All the defenses I dropped last year and just everything that I say about my defenses, it is so situational, bro. You're not going to run and just keep running the same thing over and over. You're going to have to confuse your opponent on your defense. So like a lot of time, if I keep blitzing, let's say if I blitz 2 times in a row and I got a good QB pressure or I got a sack and it's 3rd down and 13, I'm going to play it conservative. I'm going to go into a cover for a drop, play it just like this straight up. Pass commit because I want to make sure, you know, everybody's on top of their passing assignment. I like to play outside, which is by pressing Y and then pressing the right stick to the right and playing outside. Just because I got curl flats out there, and I'm going to make sure y'all get to the sideline as quick as possible. A lot of times in a tight set though, I will have one of my top safeties go into a inside third, as you can see right there. You see Derwin James is in the inside third. That's because they play the middle of the field a lot better. And I got this corner over here, so he's going to play anything in that vicinity between Derwin James and JC Jackson, and I'm only rushing 3, and I'm fine with that. If this is a 3rd down situation, I'm only rushing 3, that is fine with me. We can still get there. I have Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack, and whatever team you play with, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a pretty good DN too that may be good at rushing the passer. So obviously he's gonna have a lot more time. I'm still gonna be hovering in the middle of the field, locking up everything. He had some time right there, but everything was still pretty much locked up because I'm in a cover 4. I'm playing it very conservative. Okay, like right now we're going against bunch. If he audibles the bunch, and that's the first time I've seen bunch, maybe I don't want to blitz him straight up because I want to see what he has for me. Let me see how good his bunch is before I decide, hey, let me start blitzing. So we just play it conservative. I like how when you play a cover 4 like this, you can choose between a curl flat, or if you want to press Y and then hit the right stick down, you can play underneath. Now everybody's playing hard flats. They're playing everything pretty much within 5 to 10 yards, rather than curl flats play 10 yards and above mainly. Right here we're going against a deep corner. This is a play that beats a lot of man coverage, so obviously we're not going to be a man coverage. Bunch is a formation that will cook man coverage if you let it. And we only blitzing 3, but it's still gonna be a solid defense. You know, I just like to mix things up. Like I showed you in that compilation, I mixed up a lot of different things. Now that defense looks the exact same as a blitz, so that's what I mean by, like, you know, let's say if I just ran my stock blitz twice, then I'm gonna just make it look the exact same. Go into my cover for a drop, press RB, pinch my defense, boom. It looks the exact same, so your opponent really don't know what you're in. The only way he's gonna know is if he does a motion. You can read the defense on zone or man by a motion. Either a man gonna follow or the defense gonna just stay the same. You know, nobody's gonna follow in the zone coverage. And cover for quarters, like I said, is mainly for if you run in match. If you run in match, it's best to run quarters because they just play better in quarters. I'm not gonna go deep in the match because I don't run match that much, and I can't. It's just, you know, it's a match coverage. It's not much I can show you. These are really my main two between cover for a drop and pinch buck. And I'm gonna go back into pinch buck real quick because that's the main thing that I love to run. Like you see, they just reset. I'm gonna hit RB, pinch them again, make sure they in that set. And I just mix up so much from this set. Like, let's say if I want to get the pressure on the outside, I'm gonna leave it just like this because I want my two outside linebackers to be the ones rushing. I'm a QB contain them. And look, the middle of the field is wide open, so if that unmanned receiver goes up the middle of the field, we're most likely cooked. But I'm going to switch it to a cover 3 a different kind of way by not manning up anything on the left side. I'm going to just take that top left safety right there and drop him into an inside third. Now that is a full cover 3 look on the left side of the field. And we're bluffing like we're sending 6, but we're actually sending 5. So the pressure is going to be there so fast, you know, he's not going to really have time to make a read over in that area. You know, he's gonna have to read the defense within 1 second. He's gonna have to make a read within 1 to 2 seconds. So for instance, we're just gonna run PA shot seams base, and let's just see how good the pressure gets there. It's there already, bruh. Like, it's already there. Like, I just cannot stress enough, it's just gonna be all about adjusting. If you go back and look at that compilation clip, like I said, that I just put in the beginning of the video, I'm adjusting so well. Like, I'm just adjusting so well. I'm making so many different things. Like, look at this right here. I love this look right here. I love it. I love how this looks. If he was to run a base PA shot seams, we all over everything. Everything on the field is pretty much covered, bro. Like, we're watching everything. The blitz is going to get there quick. It just all depends on who you playing against, on what you want to do for your adjustments, bro. I cannot make that clear enough. If you like that video, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any confusion, please, I cannot stress enough, please comment. I would never be that guy where a dude is confused on the defense that I put out, and he asks me, he takes his time to comment and ask me a question on a simple adjustment, and I can't even respond to you, bro. I would never be that guy. If you have any confusion, feel free to comment, bro. I'm gonna tell you what's going on. I've been running this defense so well, bro. This has been my defense this whole run since I've got the game. I love it so much. But yeah, once again, if you like that video, make sure you hit that sub button, make sure you hit that like. I'm gonna catch y'all, boys.